without looking at dictionaries, I mean none of us have dictionaries in our hands at the moment, but what do you think education means? And what is it that future means? They are the two key words in here, and the most important key word is the word girl, but we all know what a girl is. That is the feminine or the female. Nobody? Oh my goodness. Come on. I'm sure we've all had coffee this morning, so we should be bright and sharp. For me, future means what you are expectant of, what lies ahead. Sometimes it could also mean what's behind that door. What do you discover or see at every turn? Because that turn is the future. It's somewhere we've not been yet. So when we talk about the future, we're thinking from the homestead, from the very core family, dad, mom, and children. We're thinking also of the extended family, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, etc. We're thinking of the community. We're thinking of the larger society. Now, if a community, or if the larger society, or our world as we know it, doesn't have a hope for the future, why would we be here? Why do we have people that are gifted to invent or innovate? The ability to think outside the box is because you want to ensure that that future is most likely better. There was a time there were no central heatings in the UK, even though it was a very cold part of the world. Some people had to think of how they would make that future better and be warm without necessarily going out to log wood or use coal. And therefore some people had that foresight, ensuring, it's like an insurance thing. That is what I see the future to be, securing my tomorrow, your tomorrow, the tomorrow of our children. And education, I've tried a little bit to analyze that, and I'm sure a lot of people also have their own thinking about what education is. To empower, to input knowledge, to inform, to disseminate very vital information. That is what education is. And also to give a brighter future to the coming generation and ourselves, because my father would say, there's never an end to learning. We learn and continue to learn until we take our last breath. It's all part of the education process of us being human beings. And the girl, who is the girl? What is the girl? There are two species of the human being. You're either male or female. Or to make a lot of you laugh. Many years ago, a friend of mine had a baby, and we called another friend in America and we said, "Oh, so Janet has had a baby." She goes, "Oh, really? Congratulations. What does she have? A boy, a girl, or Michael Jackson?" But we do know that definitely you're either male or female. It doesn't matter what preference you have, sexually or otherwise, but you are definitely made male or made female, depending on the combination of your parents. So when you look at the girl child, we now know, when we think back in time, centuries and decades ago, we realize that the girl child has actually been they've been in a sub kind of situation. I'm not sure where that started, because when we go back to the scriptures, when we look in the Quran, or we look in the Torah, it says that this God, the Creator, He created male and female. He created us alike. One was meant to complement at each other. It's like the neck and the head. The head cannot stand on its own. But then what will the neck do? The neck do without a head. So it's a yin and yang situation, like a plug and socket. The plug needs the socket to be able to function, because the energy has to flow through. So that is how I see the role of the girl. When you look at a girl or a female, because it's a girl child that grows into a young lady and then into a woman and into a mother most times. Even when you don't necessarily have your own biological children, there's something that happens. That's why there are women who can adopt, and naturally they'll just look after the children as if they had born those children physically themselves. There's something in the woman that enables them to be motherly, maternal. It's called a maternal instinct. Those are the things that the Creator has put in us as the girl child. The girl child is the one that grows into that woman, as I said, and it's a woman that nurtures the home. The woman wants to ensure that everybody's fine, the father has eaten, the children are well kept. Even sometimes some women extend that nurturing to neighbors, to even people they don't know. Now, what would happen if somewhere along the line the girl child becomes an endangered species? Have you ever thought about it? How would the man, it's like a bird trying to fly with one arm or with one wing. You can't. The bird can't. That would be a disabled bird. It won't be able to flap its wings. You need both wings to flap and to fly. So we have to keep letting ourselves know. It's like we keep on reminding ourselves, what is the role of the girl child? Why do we need to protect the girl child? Why do we need to ensure that the girl child is educated? She's given the values that she needs to become a change agent of her time, to impact her own generation, and even to play a role in the lives of the generation coming after her. There are a lot of women that when we read, we go into history books everywhere around the world that have impacted the world. And if they did not have that opportunity to grow, to get some education, to be able to play out their roles, that there would have been a void. Somebody comes to mind, Mother Teresa. She was a girl child. We also read that she never had any biological children of her own. Why was she called Mother Teresa? Because she had everything that her mother needed. She was not necessarily rich as in wealthy, physical cash, with loads of houses. No, what she had with her was her instinct to be a mother. What she had with her was her heart to love as a mother. What she had with her was her passion to reach out and touch. As that song says, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make the world a better place, if you can. And I think that is, I believe actually, that Mother Teresa ticked all those boxes. There is a Mother Teresa in each and every one of us, whether you're male or female. There's also definitely a Mother Teresa in every girl child. And therefore I believe, and I continue to advocate for the empowerment of the girl child. I continue to plead to governments, to the UN, EU, African Union, organizations, even right down to the nuclear family, the homes, to pay attention to the girl child, to ensure that they educate that girl child. A lot of times, and now I'm directing this to the men in the house, when a man gets on in life, who really looks after them? Who remembers to pick the phone to say, hello Dad, how are you? Have you had breakfast? Hope your mama are doing well. It's usually the girl child. The male will probably send checks or say, oh Mom, Dad, have you checked your account? I've put XYZ there, or I booked a holiday for you. Have a good time. That's it. It's the girl that pays attention to those little details. They're the ones that would fret if their dad fell ill. And I'm speaking from experience, and I believe, I'm looking at faces and I can see your eyes saying, oh yeah, I can understand that and I can agree with that. So there's so many reasons why, the education of the girl child is so, so important. And as I said, it's not only through academic education. Academic education is very important because that will then enable that girl child to become a physicist, if she so desires, a nurse, a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor, somebody who wants to do community work, because she has the paper qualification and also she's learned the ropes, through the theoretical end. But also we're talking again, I will not stop emphasizing the importance of the moral education, the importance of the education through the values. What are the values? For me, it's very simple. Please, thank you, I'm sorry. As simple as those words are, they're very important. If a girl child learns how to say please, I don't think she'll go wrong. If she learns how to say thank you, I think she'll get more things. If she learns how to say I'm sorry, she'll be embracing the world around her and beyond. On that note, I'd like to welcome you once again to Lady Esege's Woman of Law event that we've called Educate a Girl and Secure the Future. Thank you so much. Enjoy it.
Yes,